Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to show you my favourite tops for either autumn or spring, whatever season you're in. These will be wonderful tops for you to wear. If you're new to my channel, welcome, thank you for tuning in. And if you're one of my wonderful subscribers, thanks for joining me today. I'm sure you're going to love the patterns I've chosen. Here in Melbourne, we are slowly encroaching into that beautiful spring weather when those days are sort of up and down with weather. Some days they're warm, some days they're still chilly. It's the time of year when you really struggle to find things to wear that are appropriate for either like layering or wearing underneath jackets. I'm sure you guys in the Northern Hemisphere are starting to get into that bit of cooler weather that you may also be struggling to know what to wear. So hopefully today I've got a few patterns here to inspire you. These are my favourite woven tops that I have worn either through spring or through autumn and that have served me well. So I hope you enjoy them. Now is perfect time if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. Why not hit that little subscribe button and notification bell? So if you're like me, you are starting to think about the next season, what to sew, and I think a bit of inspiration could be wonderful for you guys. These are my favourite woven tops. A lot of them are classed as tops. You can also class a blouse as a top. I think it really just depends on what your definition of a top is, but I have mainly included the ones with either long or 3/4 sleeves and the ones that are perfect for those trans-seasonal days. So I'll start off with the one I've got on today. If you're familiar with Marilla patterns, you will know the great pattern bundles she sells, usually part of either 4 or 5 patterns in a group. This one I've got on here today is part of the Mercury collection. I will let you have a little bit of a look of what's included in that bundle pattern. So fantastic value and great wearable items for mixing and matching as well. Now this one in particular I made exactly a year ago when I filmed my first vlog. It was the actual top I had on for the first episode, and this is made from a beautiful fabric from Nerida Hanson Fabrics, who is a famous Australian fabric designer. She has a wonderful website. I will link that below for you guys to have a look. Really unique patterns, are really gorgeous fabrics as well. So this is in a cotton sateen. Now this Mercury collection top is a lovely almost boxy style top with a really nice facing sewn on the inside. The sleeves have a beautiful self sewn cuff as well. So there's a few little added details I think really makes the top just a bit more elevated than a normal boxy style top. So you have got a facing on the hem, a nice deep facing, and a curved hem that's a little bit lower at the back to the front. I'll show you up closer. You can see the fabric in this is really stunning. It can be made in a lot of different variety of fabrics as well, things like your linens and cottons, rayons, and this, as I say, was a cotton sateen. So really love this top. I love a 3/4 sleeve. It's one of my favorite sleeves to wear because I think you just get so much wear out of it for all year round. All of these patterns will be linked below for you guys in the description box as well. Another great top that was part of my summer woven top specials would be the Hadley top from Grainline Studios. I made this in a sleeveless version for summer and in a v-neck. Now this one I made for, I think it was for autumn a couple of years ago now. I've done the round neck version in that. It's got a lovely little hook and eye at the back. Really lovely pleat, almost a pleat at the back that falls really softly. It's got a lower back, like a curved back hemline, and a little bit higher at the front. It's that lovely boxy style as well. I've made that in a cotton linen blend. So that's a fantastic pattern because you can do it, yeah, sleeveless sleeves or even short sleeves, 2 different necklines, and it's got a really nice facing in the neckline as well, so it gives it that lovely structure. One of my very favorite patterns for all year round. It has got a little bit more time consuming, things like your faced hems and your facings on the neckline, but I think it's well worth it because it gives it a lovely structure, and the way it falls, it just, yeah, it looks gorgeous on. So really happy with the Hadley, and of course I've seen it done with the v-neck and long sleeve, also looks really pretty as well. Another favourite make of mine from autumn this year was the Stylark Jules Tunic. Now I was so thrilled with how this came out. It's one of those patterns when you just don't quite know if it's going to look great on or not because it's got quite a lot of ease, a lot of gathering around the waistline, but it looks stunning on and everyone loved it. It's got a really nice curved ruffle at the bottom, so I think it gives it a bit of shaping, but I really love the fact that with a chunky button you can really make it part of the detail of the top to be a real feature of the garment. And a wooden button really brings out that fabric, and it's a gorgeous round fabric from Spotlight, that one, but it's the sort of thing that can be really worn right throughout the year, every season, with even just a pair of jeans or with a pair of black pants. Even a 3/4 pair of slim pants would look gorgeous with that as well. And that was a size 14 I made. Most of these are size 14, the tops. I usually get away with a 14 in most things. Pants can be a little bit different. I might need to sort of go more for a 16 to 14 with a bit of grading, but usually tops, especially Starlight tops, I find a 14 are perfect for me. But love this style top, and really one of my firm favorites that I want to make more of these for the next few seasons to come. You may remember in my August makes, I made the Athina top from Tessuti pattern, which was of course a free pattern. This very simple tunic style top will become a basic staple in my wardrobe. I love the shape at the sleeves, the almost kimono shaped sleeve that it's got, and I actually did the extension on the bottom with a bell shape, which I was really in love with that. So it's very, very hackable, very easy to change things like that. But I love the long drapey tunic style tops. I just about live in those. And this one was an extra large that I made. So if you're not familiar with Tessuti patterns, they have free patterns that anyone can download. Definitely worth looking into this Athina top for sure. So while we're on the free patterns, I better not forget to mention the Peppermint Ruffle sleeve pattern, a really fantastic cropped boxy style top with a lovely curved V and the beautiful gathered sleeves as well. So a really, really fantastic top to have in the wardrobe to wear with lots of different garments. It's got a nice double sort of faced neckline there. Really nice in a cotton linen, which is what I've made this one in, but I could definitely see myself making more of these, and I think that that is more of one of those trans-seasonal garments as well. It looks beautiful with a long gathered skirt, as it does with a pleated pair of pants as well. So really, Peppermint patterns are fantastic. If you haven't heard of them, they are a magazine that's here in Australia. Every quarter it comes out. They do have a free pattern every quarter that is definitely worth jumping on and downloading one of those. The one this month I think I noticed was a lovely long skirt with patch pockets on the front. So that is totally up my alley. I think I'll be definitely making one of those. Definitely recommend that pattern, is well worth making. And the sizing is a little bit different. I think I might have made a size E. Really a wonderful pattern to consider downloading and making, especially when it's for free. Another top I really must make more of, because I did make one a while ago, probably about 2 or 3 years ago now, and that's the Scout woven top from Grainline Studios as well. It's got a beautiful scoop neck and a nice shaped, almost A-line tunic. So it's a woven top that you can actually do in long sleeves or short sleeves. Definitely worth looking at the Scout top for for a lovely, simple, classic style. If you want to showcase a beautiful fabric, that's the sort of style to go for, to let the fabric do the talking. The Roscoe blouse from True Bias, it's another staple that I have worn so much already, especially with things like, jeans and pants. That is quite a roomy fit. You must go down at least a size, if not 2 sizes. So be really wary if you're using a nice expensive fabric that you want to make sure you make a 12 first, just to get that sizing okay, especially around the shoulders, to make it that nice peasanty feel, but drapey enough with enough ease around the front. So just be wary. I think I made a 12 in that, so I went down 1 size, but could definitely go down even 2 sizes in that. But love it. I love the style of it. And it reminds me of the Wilder gown top. It's another great woven top as well. Very similar, but more of the gathered neckline. Another one I've seen just this week on Stylelike, it's one of their free tops of the month. If you buy a pattern from Stylelike, you can choose a free pattern, and that's the Anita Peasant blouse. So very similar to the Roscoe blouse, but a little bit more gathering around the neckline. So I'm really eager to make that. I think the sleeves look like they're a little bit more gathered in as well. So it has got a lot of similarities to the Roscoe, but I would definitely love to try it. I really have got a thing for peasant or boho style clothing. I could just about live in it. I think it looks gorgeous when it's styled really well, and it can be one of your most worn things to have is a long line tunic style blouse to pair back with all sorts of garments, especially jeans. Now another blouse I'm really wanting to make, I've made it actually in a dress form, but I know it can be done in the top form as well with the side splits, and that is the Rochester top from Maven Patterns, or Rochester blouse or dress. So that is a really lovely pattern. It's got a lovely gathered neckline as well, and it just it's a beautiful tunic style blouse. I think the details in that are just gorgeous, especially with the side split. It really has had a lot of thought put into the drafting, and also the instructions really do give you those little details to finish the top off. It just would look beautiful in a soft linen fabric heading into autumn, or for summer of course for us. So definitely worth looking at the Rochester blouse. Now, if you're like me and you love a wrap style top, this is one of the ones I actually made last week. It's a Fibremood Paris top. A lot of you absolutely love the look of that drapey style wrap top. If you're not into a really fitted style wrap top, this is lovely because it does have that loose floaty effect. So with those beautiful benefits of the wrap style front. So love the Paris top, and I had a lot of fantastic feedback on that. You guys really loved the fabric and the style, so I was really pleasantly surprised in how popular that one was. So thank you for all the lovely comments on that. Another pattern that you guys will probably love as well, free pattern would be from Peppermint website, was the wrap top that I have done also with a lovely little boho feature, the gathered sleeve as well. I just find wrap tops the most practical thing to wear for dressing an outfit up. Or if you're wanting a lovely long floaty skirt with a wrap style top, I think it can look absolutely stunning. It is a little bit sheer. It's the sort of thing you need to wear a camisole under that, but I think in a linen or a cotton fabric it would look gorgeous. Even a cotton voile or a rayon as well, I think it would look perfect. So another great free pattern. And another make that I actually wore last spring that was fantastic was the Hannah wrap dress, and I actually made the top style version in that as well. So another great wrap style that's similar to the Paris, and that of course you can make it in the dress or the top, and it has got an option for a long sleeve or the tulip sleeve. The long sleeve is a beautiful bishop puff sleeve with that really dramatic effect. I think it would look gorgeous in a top as well. So I'm really considering making the Hannah in the top or the long sleeve dress. So I've got, they've got a linen one in the dress. It was a short sleeve in a rust colour. And I've got the top style as well that I have just worn quite a lot through those trans-seasonal days. So they are my top patterns that I would definitely recommend to be made for either autumn or for spring. I think you guys are going to love making those. They are fantastic patterns to have. A lot of them are free, of course, to keep and to wear through all seasons. I will be making another episode on my favourite tops in knit style as well, and my favourite sweatshirts heading into the autumn winter period for you guys in the northern hemisphere. Now that we're done with our winter, these are the things that I know I wore right through autumn and winter. I just about wore out, and things that I know I would definitely recommend to make. So I think it's great when you've worn it and been through a season, things that have worked really well for your wardrobe. I think it's highly worth recommending them to you guys just to inspire you into making some things that you will hopefully wear as well. So leading on into the next few months, I'll be doing another episode on my favourite winter dresses and jackets as well. So you guys will have even more inspiration to make some favourites that I know have worked for me. If there's anything you guys would like to see an episode on, please let me know. I would love to hear your comments and suggestions. I think it's really wonderful to hear that. Also be doing an episode very shortly on my favourite fabric stores to shop here online in Australia and New Zealand. I think it's very important for our Aussie and New Zealand viewers to know where to shop, especially when a lot of us are still in lockdown and finding it hard to actually physically go out to stores and buy certain goods. And I think it's great when we can encourage us to shop small businesses and keep everyone supported at the moment. It's really, really worthwhile. I have found so many new fabric stores online just this year. I think it's amazing to see just in my own backyard here in Australia how many fantastic fabric stores independently owned that have got some beautiful fabrics and really well worth supporting and letting you guys know, because they do also ship internationally. A lot of them do ship internationally, so I think it's worthwhile listing those as well, so you guys can then hop on board and have a look and see what they have to offer. Keep safe and keep sewing, and I will see you very shortly. shortly for my next episode. Bye for now.